Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark Interloper in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket. Currently, we're here inside the Quonset Garage after making it safely here from Desolation Point. Got some meat sizzling on the fire barrel. Now, it is pretty late. Taking a look at the time there, the moon is coming up. We're not fully exhausted yet, though. You can see in the bottom left corner, our eye meter is halfway empty, or half full, if you prefer. So we've actually got some time ahead of us. We've been crafting on the workbench, trying to make a bow and arrows.
Drop any of this gear.
Let's go ahead and add some fuel back to our burn barrel here. The meat has 4 minutes left. Just gonna pass some time. Flip them a little bit, get that seared edge on the outside, nice and juicy on the inside. Okay, so we've got an hour and 28 minutes left on the barrel. We've got some more work to do because we've only crafted a bow, one bow, and I think we're up to 6 arrows. We've got 6 simple arrows and 1 survival bow. We've got quite a lot more items we could be crafting. I'm going to go ahead and put some water on the barrel. We've got some more crafting to do, but then after that we are going to be heading out, making our way in the world. Actually, we're trying to make our way to the gold mine in order to discover the loot that's up there, as well as the Timberwolf Mountain, I think, is going to be one of our destinations. So let's go ahead and craft until we are tired enough to go to sleep. Simple arrows, I think, are going to be... let me try this again. There's kind of a bug, I think, where it doesn't show up. There we go. Finally showed up. Now we can select a tool. Simple arrow coming up 45 minutes. Hopefully our water doesn't boil off. I'm going to try to hurry and grab the water. We've been making a lot of progress with our water. I think we're up to maybe 11 liters. Ooh, 29 minutes. I better add some more fuel. So unfortunately I am kind of burning through our fuel here. We've got a nice little pile though, and I think we're okay. We did leave a stack of coal at the fishing hut if we really need to. Okay, another simple arrow. We're going to use the tools to speed up the time. This is going to allow us to potentially take down a bear or a moose in the future. Got an hour and 15 minutes. Alright, let's just keep the water coming. In the morning, I think I'm going to have to do some organizing. Figuring out what we're going to leave behind, maybe documenting what is in our inventory in the building here. So we're going to be leaving a lot of really good loot behind. Okay, we got 1 hour remaining. Now we are progressing our cabin fever, unfortunately. We've got the cabin fever risk at 16%. It's going to go up when we go to sleep, I'm sure. Okay, so we're done with the arrows, unless we make some more product. So we need some more arrow shafts, maybe? Actually, we're out of feathers. Feathers and arrow shafts. So let's switch to the bow, I think. We're going to spend maybe 1 hour crafting on this. It's going to take a total of 6.5 hours. You know what? I may actually wait on that. We could take the materials with us because we already have 1 bow. I think what I might do is pivot. You know, we're gonna instead of crafting another bow and arrows, let's look at some of the clothing potential items we have. I'm gonna get a torch here, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some light so we can make our way over to the locker here. Okay, so we've got a nice amount of deer hides. Got some rabbit pelts. Let's take the rabbit pelts. Let's sort by condition. I'm going to take the lowest quality rabbit pelts. So we've got a 58%.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And a 60% and a 65. Okay. let's come over and take a look at what we can craft with the rabbit hides. Now I gotta make sure our barrel doesn't go out. Yeah, because that is our light source right now. Let's do 2 pieces of coal. Put out our torch. It doesn't really matter if our water boils off. Oh, we got 10 minutes. Maybe I'll just pass time on that. It's not really anything we need to craft, right? Okay. We're going to just pass time on these. Okay, start afresh. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can craft. We can get a rabbit skin hat or rabbit skin mittens. We do have some pretty nice gloves right now. I got these leather ones. A decent hat would actually be pretty nice. Let's go for that. So we're going to craft a rabbit skin hat. It's going to take 3 cured pelts, a cured gut. We got the sewing kit. All right, we're going to go for a whole hour. It's going to take a total of 3.5 hours. And the water boiled off. Okay. I think we should probably go to bed now. We will continue trying to get the rabbit skin hat in the morning, I think.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I do have some time left on the barrel here, so we're going to pull torches just to resupply our nice supply. I always like to have maybe 4 or 5 torches ready to go above 30% condition in my inventory. And these are actually coming off really nicely. All these torches, I'm just going to keep grabbing until they start being low quality. That was actually kind of low quality. We have maybe 2 left to grab. And then we'll just be out. Take that. Okay. Let's grab a couple cans just to make sure I always have them in my inventory. We're going to climb into bed. Now I do have some meat on my inventory, right? We cooked the steaks. I may as well eat the steaks while they're nice and fresh. Ooh, that's actually not very big. I thought it'd be bigger than that. More calories, I mean, you know. Not a whole lot there. Okay, we're at 14 liters of water. Looking good. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's stumble our way around in the dark until we find the bed. We're going to go for, I don't know, we don't really need that much sleep. Maybe 7 hours. Kind of depends on a few factors, I guess. Anyway, let's go for 7 hours. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. Let's check the dream catcher. Okay, well, had kind of a strange dream last night. Seems like we had a salesman come to the door and offer to sell us some plastic Tupperware, which is plastic containers. We told him we don't need any because we've got plenty of containers here already. But, you know, now that I think about it, I should have stopped and talked to him just to have somebody to talk to. I turned him away, and I'm kind of regretting that because we are all alone in this apocalypse as far as we know. It'd be nice to have somebody to talk to, other than the wolves and the bears. Alright, let's drop this water. It's going to lighten our load. I will pick up just a little bit to make sure we stay hydrated. Okay, so today we've got to finish crafting. We've got a little bit of daylight now. May as well take the charcoal. Got 13 pieces of charcoal. It is pretty handy for mapping. We're going to leave most of that behind though because it is kind of heavy. We'll keep 5 pieces. Okay, let's get a drink. May as well take a look at our cabin fever risk. See how much that has gone up over the night. Oh, 12%. Okay. I thought it would be higher. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Let's eat this. Let's get that out of our inventory. A little sliver of meat. Not quite as good as it was last night because it's cold. Okay, let's finish crafting a nice rabbit skin hat. It's going to take 2.5 hours. May as well do the whole thing all at once. The sewing kit's getting kind of low on condition. I got to be careful that it doesn't break while we're crafting. That could create a problem. I think we might actually lose some materials if we fell. I'm not sure on that though. All right, let's begin crafting. Now we are out of calories. Once we get hungry, we are in trouble. I think there might be a tiny bit of meat outside. And then other than that, we've got some cattails and whatever's over here. We never did find a pot or a skillet, so we haven't really cooked anything. None of this is really usable at the moment. Now we could potentially take we could take the oats with us when we leave. That might actually be a good plan. Okay, let's take a look at our new hat. We got a rabbit skin hat. I'm thinking we're going to put it on the outside. So I'll put this one on the inside. There is the new hat. A warm hat made from rabbit fur. 100% condition. Starting to look like we're ready for the cold weather. So very nice. We're going to leave the other hat here we don't need. Or a scarf, I mean. Decent wool scarf. We're going to leave that behind. So today is moving day. Sun is up. This might actually be a good time to leave right now. Let's see how much coal we have. 0. We've got 0 coal. We're going to grab some. 3 pieces. We'll probably pick up some more as we travel through the coal mine. In fact, I'm almost positive that's what's going to happen. We got some torches we can drop. I know we harvested quite a bit. Look at this. Nice supply of torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. We're going to drop the rest. I don't think we need 6. Maybe I'll keep one extra one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll keep 7. 7 good quality torches. Another cured rabbit pelt. Let's leave this over here. Okay, so before we leave, I need to take an inventory of everything. Find out what we have, what we're leaving behind. Leave it in a journal. And I need to drop some items and pick up some items. So I'll take a minute to do that. Don't think you guys want to necessarily watch me go through that. I'm going to try to be a little quick about that because it's almost noon. So I'll try to hurry at that, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, guys. Not very much time has passed. I just really dropped some items here. I was mostly just doing some thinking. I was looking through my inventory and deciding, you know, I have so many crafting materials. I could potentially craft a few more warm items because I know it's so cold outside. Let's take a look at the temperature here. Okay, so here it's supposed to be the warmest time of day, right? It is noon, essentially. And if you look at the temperature, air temperature is -22. And so our clothing is just not cutting it. So I was thinking, I probably, before I head out, since we've got all the animal hides and guts and things, I probably should take the time to craft those. But if I'm going to do that, I do need fuel. I need calories. And if I remember, when we came home last night, or whenever we came last, I guess it was last night or the night before, I chased a herd of deer over here, right by us. In fact, there's a deer right there, okay? Now, I can't shoot him while crouched, but we're going to try to sneak close enough that I can get a shot off. We're going to do our very first hunt with the bow. And another nice benefit of this is I do have 4 maple saplings. 2 of them are cured and 2 are not cured. Ooh, he's coming right at me, isn't he? Sounds like I've got 2. Yeah, I've got a deer there and 1 here. This one is going to be probably the bigger, fatter one. Right there. Try to get ahead of him. Ooh, he's coming so close. No, he saw me. Okay. I probably got too close. As I was saying, we got 2 maple saplings. And 2 that are cured and 2 that are uncured. Okay, he is coming back. I just need to wait for him to come close. Anyway, so let me focus here. So the 2 uncured maple saplings, we can actually wait for those while we're cooking the meat and hopefully getting some calories here. And then we could craft the sled. And you know, that is going to be so helpful. If we have a sled as we are traveling and stuff like that, it's going to be really, really helpful. Okay, I want you to come a lot closer so I can take a nice shot at you. I'm a little bit out of practice with this. Oh, he's turning away. All right, how about the other one? I don't want to go too far. Don't know where the other one went. Let's go look. You know what would be amazing is if the moose showed up. It does tend to be a moose in these areas sometimes. Okay, there's the other deer. I'm going to go for this one. It's coming close as well. Okay, don't get too close. We're going to wait for it to stop. Drop its head. There we go. It stopped. Got a shot. Got our first shot. Nice. Okay, I'm going to switch to a torch because we're essentially walking into wolf territory now. Or bear territory, even. So he's running up the hill. Pretty far from the looks of it. Not ideal. I'd prefer for them to run closer to the Quonset Garage. Okay, he's coming back. Maybe he'll stop. Where are you going, dear? They probably don't stop, do they? Once they get hit, they probably just run forever. Oh, he died. Okay, I heard him go down. Let's get a torch out for safety. Grab some sticks. Actually, you know, I'm going to put the torch away because I'm likely to strike a match on accident. Nice, we got our first kill. We can retrieve our arrow. Thank you, dear. Appreciate your life. We've got to get a fire started. I'm just going to freeze if I try to harvest this thing. I haven't really been paying attention, but I imagine our supply of matches is slowly going down. It's one more reason why I'd like to get out and explore the countryside, explore different regions, is so we can replenish our match supply, but also maybe we'll find a mag lens or a striker.
If I don't warm up.
Mag lens or a fire striker would be really helpful. Oh, I've only got 3 pieces of coal. Okay, we'll put 2 on there. I don't really think the water's going to be that important, but, you know, I've got a fire going, so. Let's see what we can get here. We're going to quarter him. Because I just never know what the weather's going to do. I think it's just safer to quarter the deer.
Man, I could use a
Okay,
drink.
let's grab the water before it boils off. Nice. Okay, so we got a deer hide. Okay, we're going to take advantage of the fire. Let's make sure I'm actually crouched. Am I crouched? Yes, I am crouched. Okay. Let's get a drink first. And then we can harvest this. Did we replace our water? We did. Okay. Ooh, you know what? I need feathers. We ran out of feathers when I was trying to make arrows. Alright, let's see how long this is going to take. 22 minutes. 45 by hand. You know, I'm going to use this saw. Water should be done by then. We can start getting some meat cooking up. And we are fighting cabin fever right now. By staying outside, we're lowering our risk. Okay, essentially we have an hour. Let's do it by hand. 45 minutes. that was great, guys. Got our first kill. It's going to provide us with food and materials. Okay, let's drop the meat. Let's add some fuel. Alright. Let's hope the weather stays good. It seems to be doing pretty well for now. Ooh, I had to say that, didn't I? I can see some snowflakes now. Just had to open my mouth. Let's put that here. This is exactly what we needed. Okay, let's add another coal. This is our last coal. Let's drag this by the fire so we stay nice and warm. Oh, weather's changing.
Oh, I'm starving.
Okay, fire's out. Well, that changed quickly, didn't it? We may have to use a flare here to get back to safety. Okay, we're going to leave all this stuff here. Oh, I don't want the guts. Hold on. We're just going to take the deer hide. I really can't travel smelly right now. Let's check for the bear. It's going to be kind of hard to see in this weather. I could just walk right straight into him. We're not super far from home, though. It's kind of noisy. Try not to talk when it's noisy, because I'll probably end up yelling. Okay, I'm going to drop these here. Okay, we made it. You might be wondering what I'm doing with the rocks. I am trying to get a collection so I could possibly make a container out there. Mostly just out of fun. I mean, it's not particularly useful. I suppose I could just use one of the, like the trunks, the boot of the cars if we wanted to store stuff outside, but mostly just kind of sounded fun. Alright, let's drop some of these sticks, and we're also going to drop the deer hide. Let's resupply our coal. Alright. Drop the deer hide. So we got a full belly. We are warming up. I think now we could work on crafting a little bit. So the question is, what are we going to make? We could make maybe some pants. That might be the best option. My pants are really not very good. All I have are these Levi's jeans. And they don't provide a whole lot of warmth. Oh, you know what? The deer stuff takes forever, though. It takes like a whole day to craft the deer stuff. Let's do another rabbit item. The gloves, maybe?
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Okay, we're going to sort by condition. I do want to take the lowest quality stuff. As you can see here, we've got a 1% conditioned rabbit pelt, but it doesn't matter. Once we craft an item, I think it will be high quality. So we can actually make gloves. Let's see, where are they? Rabbit skin mitts. So what do I need? Where did it go? Hold on. So we need one more rabbit pelt, and it's going to take 5 hours. Now the pants, on the other hand, deerskin pants are going to take 12 hours. That's like a full day. And I don't think we have, even with the deer kill, I don't think we have that many calories. So we probably have to go retrieve the fish, maybe cook the fish up. And of course time is ticking as well on other regions where we just want to, you know, get things done. If we want to loot other things before they despawn, you know, stuff like that. Okay, let's get some rabbit skin mittens. It's going to take 5 hours. Let's go for 3. Soy kit is getting pretty low, 33%. I was going to get a drink, but you know what? I don't really care. We're going to get thirsty. We'll take some damage. We're going to sleep tonight. Okay, too dark. I think we're ready for bed. Pretty much just have to go to sleep, and then in the morning we'll have enough light to finish up. So, nice thing is we got plenty of calories. That was good. We got our first hunt. Let's get a drink. We'll go for 10 hours, I guess. Probably are not that tired, but we'll try it. Alright guys, I'll see you in the morning. Alright, good morning. Looks like it's still pretty late at night. It's not quite morning yet. Let's get a drink. I'm wondering if I should go try to retrieve some of our stuff. Let's go see, let's go see how much light we have outside. Before I do that, we could drop some items. Let's drop these and that. Anything else we need to drop? Let's drop that. Okay, I think we are good. Let's go see what the day looks like. Okay, still pretty dark. But I'm actually going to go for it, guys. Let's go retrieve our stuff. Burn a little bit of energy as we're going. Get tired. I may sleep when we get back. We're going to be cold. I'm sorry it's so dark. I'm kind of just walking in the dark here. But using my ears, listening for wolves or bears. I feel like I have enough advanced warning. I could light a torch if we need to. Okay, this is probably where we need to turn off. I think it was like right around here, wasn't it? It's kind of hard to see.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
Okay, we're cold now. Oh, hello, wolf. Okay. That's going to help me see a little better. Wolf, have you seen my meat around here?
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
I may have gone too far. Let me backtrack a little bit. Or not far enough. Maybe I didn't go far enough. Can't really tell. Alright, Wolf, you are bugging me. Oh, there it is. Right there. I thought it was in this area. So we already have the attention of the wolves. That's fine. Because we're going to be smelly. I need this food. I can't afford to leave it out here. Let's get back to safety. There's a chance being smelly like this, we could actually end up getting that other deer, the buck. If the wolves follow us, they could actually hunt down that other deer. Be a good opportunity for us. But I'm not going to mess with that. I'm taking a risk as it is, coming out here like this. Taking damage, of course, we're cold. Just going for a morning walk, stretching the legs. Probably would have heated up a coffee and had a coffee as well, if I thought about it. Okay, we made it to safety. Since we've got the torch lit, we're going to go ahead and cook the rest of this meat. I'll leave one stick behind. Start a fire. Leveling up our fire starting. It's going to be so good when we don't have to use tinder plugs anymore.
Come on, little fire. Why didn't that work?
Let's try it again.
Come on, little fire.
You can do it. There we go.
Perfect.
Let's pick these up. Add some fuel. Alright. Let's get this raw meat cooked up. It's going to take 50 minutes, okay? Looks like I needed another torch. These all ruined? There's one right there. We're going to equip it. Okay, fresh guts, you're coming with me. Those ones are cured. We're going to drop the fresh guts over here. Let's get those curing. Maple saplings are coming along, guys. Not quite as fast as I would like. Let's put these up here. Do a little bit of organizing while we're waiting for the meat to cook, I guess. Figure out what we're going to take with us. So, should I take the materials to craft deerskin pants or deerskin boots, or should I leave them behind? Or for that matter, should I take enough materials to craft the sled? That's probably a wise thing to do. Let's put this at the back. Okay, so once the meat is done cooking, I'll either go to sleep or we could keep crafting. Just depends on what the daylight is like, I guess. Okay, I got 28 minutes on the fire. So let's pick up our materials here. Guess we could do an extra half hour on the mittens. Torch is going out, yep. There we go. Meat is done. Okay. May as well eat it, I guess. $35 left on the barrel. Sun is up, so we technically don't really need to cook anything else. I will do some water just because it's going to be the perfect time. Like it's gonna complete in a half an hour, right? So we got a half hour on the barrel. So we'll just let that do its thing. Let's finish up these mittens. It's gonna take 2 hours essentially. I do want to make sure I'm hydrated. Let's get a drink. Let's go for 2 hours. Poor sewing kit, 17%. I may actually want to switch sewing kits. Let's grab one of these. 61%. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to put the low condition one probably in this drawer, I think. Where are you, sewing kit? There it is. Okay, 17%. We'll finish up the mittens. There we go. I've got some rabbit skin mittens. Let's take a look at those. So currently these gloves, they are pretty hardy, but they only provide 0.7 warmth at 74% condition. But look at these new mittens, 2 degrees of warmth. Really nice. And a weight difference as well. Oh, they are heavier. Okay. They are heavier, but warmer. So we'll put the other mittens in the locker. Where are you? Mittens or gloves? There we go. Am I carrying anything else we need to drop? No. Okay. We're looking pretty good. So I'm thinking we're going to set out today. As much as I would love to craft some of these other items, I'm kind of afraid at how long it is going to take. But what I do know is we want the saplings. I'm going to want to... I think I'll take the materials to craft a sled. Do I have any deer skin? Yeah, I do. Okay. I think... Here, let's sort by condition. There we go. So we're going to take the low condition deer skin. I think it takes 2, if I'm not mistaken, to craft. Let's look it up. So we're going to go into crafting. Sort alphabetically. At the very bottom here, the sled. It's going to take 1 deer hide, but 2 guts. And 4 saplings. So we're going to, when we leave here, we need 1 cured hide and 2 guts and 4 saplings. So let's figure that out here. So 1 hide. I'm going to leave it by the door. So we're going to drop the lowest condition hide. We'll drop these saplings. I'll have to go get the other 2 saplings as well. And we need, was it 2? I think it was 2 guts. 2 cured guts. So we'll put the other hide back into the cabinet, the locker. Let me just check one last time. 1 hide, 2 guts, 4 saplings. So we need to grab the other saplings. We'll put the other hide in the locker. So we're going to leave this behind. But we do need the maple saplings. Do we want more birch saplings? We can make more arrowheads. Currently, I think we only have like 6. We have 9. 9 simple arrows. We're going to need more than that. So I will take some saplings. At some point, we will probably craft those. Let's take... Let's take 3 cured saplings. We can make those into arrow shafts when we come across a workbench. We need something to do. We can do that. These other items I think we're going to leave behind. The other deer hides and the guts. Saplings. We're going to leave all that behind. Now how much cloth we have? Okay, we got 2 pieces of cloth. I think that's good. We are looking pretty good. Just about ready to go. Let's get some food. I do need to inventory everything. So, tell you what, guys, I will, just like I was going to do before, I'm actually going to do that now. Let's write down everything we have, make sure we're ready to go, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, welcome back. I've done a little bit of organizing, and most importantly, trying to figure out what we're taking with us. I also left some notes. I'll show you those really quick. So, Coastal Highway, we left a list of items we're leaving behind. I also added a note for the lighthouse. I think we did leave low quality tools there. And the Riken shipwreck, we did leave the heavy hammer. So I added that in there. I did get all of our gear sorted out as well as I could. So this is what we are bringing with us. Clothing we have. I grabbed some tip-ups. We got 2 tip-ups. You know, I'm going to leave the pry bar. I didn't mean to grab that. Yeah, I'll drop that. I'll drop that as well. I'm trying to decide if I want to take the whetstone. We do have quite a bit here. And of course, we're going to bring some materials to do some crafting as we go. If we want to make the sled or whatever. Yeah, so I've got 4 whetstones already here, so I'm not so worried about taking a whetstone. Didn't actually realize I had 2 pry bars. So I've got an 81% and a 17%. I think I have... Oh, got an 84%. Okay, so I'm going to add a note here under Coastal Highway. Let's see, we actually have 2 pry bars. So let me just adjust that, and then I think we're ready to go. Let's just do 2 pry bars. I won't leave the condition, because one of them at least is in good shape. Okay, so I feel good about taking the tip-ups. I have a feeling we might need to do some fishing. Before we head out, I do want to fill up with food. Let's grab some calories out here. I'll just top up with some food. I'll leave that behind. Oh, by the way, when I came out here to drop the meat, I realized I hadn't looted that car right there. So I did go loot the car. The only thing I found in there was a can of spray paint. I think we're ready to go. We're going to leave all this here. All right. Farewell, Quonset Garage. It's been fun. We will be back for sure. This is one of my home locations. I think we are ready to go. I'm gonna get a torch out. Now I will. I'm gonna warn you guys. You probably don't need to be warned because you've been watching me this long, but I am easily distracted. Oh. Speaking of which, I was just going to say, we might find the bear, I might want to do a hunt. And look, right there. I do want to... Wouldn't that be great if we could get the bear and leave a nice, cozy bear hide curing? So that is my intent. I don't want him to get too far. I'm going to make a fire here, kind of with a fire break. Do I have enough materials? Are you serious? Do I just not have... tinder plugs? I don't have any tinder plugs. Of course. Man, I can't wait to be done with the tinder plug thing. Gonna make a fire here on the side as quick as we can because the bear is getting away. Gotta throw a rock and get his attention or something, but we've got a bow now. We can take a shot at him. Even a single shot, he will bleed out.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
And at least for now, the weather is actually pretty good for this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's add a coal.
That's a good one.
See if we can get his attention. Come on, bear, where are you? He's already turning the corner. Oh, well, I'm going to leave that. Let's see if we can get his attention. Hey, bear, where are you going? Come on, bear. Oh, we got his attention, guys. We have got his attention. Do you see me? He sees me. Let's see if we can lead him back to the fire. Alternately, we could get on a rock or something and take a shot. But Gotta be careful. Come on, bear. I've got work to do. I have to be careful not to walk backwards into the fire. Don't want him to lose sight of me. I feel like he's still coming. Yeah. I can hear him. He's grumpy. There you go, bear. Come on. You see me? He might have poor eyesight. We gotta help him out a little bit. Thank goodness for that fire. If we get close enough, we'll actually be warming up as we wait for him. Let's see how much time is left on there. 53 minutes, okay. Come on, bear. We got 53 minutes left on the fire. You are going to be our first kill with the bow. Predator kill, I should say. So we already killed a deer. Ooh, he kind of started to charge there, I think. How close do we want him to get? I think I'm going to go for it, guys. Try to get a headshot here. Oh, he actually came up off the hill right as I was shooting for the head. Okay, what are you going to do, bear? Oh, he's coming back. Nice. Come on back, bear. You going to come over here? You come attack me? Come on over. Where are you going? Hey, come on back. Gotta be careful, but I do need to keep an eye on him. And he's off to the races. Where are you going, bear? Are you gonna make it hard for me to find you? Yes, he is. We're just going to wait here for a minute, guys. Let's see if he comes back. Can I get up on this? Visibility is good. Oh, there he goes. He is way off to the races. Huh. Did he die? What is he doing? He might be coming back. He may have died, too. Let's go get our fire lit, our torch. So unfortunately I can't eat this bear. We are not level 5. Not level 5 cooking yet, unfortunately. Ooh, that was a good torch. But we can use his meat to level up our cooking if we wanted to cook him. And you know what? I'm not opposed to eating the occasional bear steak. Even though it does give a 1% chance of parasites. I mean, that's a pretty low chance. I'm going to pop into the Quonset and grab some more coal. Just to be on the safe side. And then we'll head out on the ice. Okay, since we know we're going to be sticking around just a little bit longer, I'm going to drop a few items as well. We're going to leave them by the door. These are going to be the items we grab when we leave. When we depart the territory, you might say. Okay, anything else we need to drop? I think that is good. I probably want to hang on to everything else. Do have a little bit too much water. We're going to need to be lightweight to bring as much materials back as we can. I'm even going to drop the book. Okay, that is exactly why I wanted to get that bow crafted as soon as possible. Just so if we have a chance encounter like that, we can take a shot. Where did you go, bear? We saw him last on the ice. He kind of just stalled out. There he is. Okay. He's coming back. We're going to seek protection on top of this rock. We'll crouch down, maybe take another shot at him. He may have just died. I heard a weird sound. He may have just died, guys. He died. Ooh. I think he knew we were coming for him. He had a heart attack. He didn't die of our arrow wound. He died of a heart attack because he knew how fearsome we are. Fearsome warriors. And of course, I'm joking. I probably died of laughter, actually. Okay, well, thank you, bear. We'll take our arrow back. It's a pretty good shot, even though it wasn't a headshot. I think it was like a neck shot, maybe, or something. Let's see how cold it is. If we get away from our torch. Okay, temperature is going down, so we do need a fire in order to quarter him. We're going to use him as a wind protection. We're down to our last tinder plug. Let's get this fire started. Oh. Try it again. That is so bright. Okay, we're out of tinder. Can't wait to be done with the tinder plugs. We've got snowflakes. That is not good, guys. Snowflakes are coming. We got to quarter this guy up quickly. Not quite sure what to do about the meat. If the weather gets bad, we may just have to leave the bags of meat behind. Okay, let's add some fuel. Ooh. Let's add 2 coal. 2 hours to quarter. Did not expect to be doing this today. But I will take it. If we can get the bear hide curing, we are going to be in good shape. Oop, didn't mean to grab that. Let's grab the bear hide and the feathers. The wind is likely to put out our fire here. I'm going to...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm going to move some of this stuff closer to the road, I think. Grab a torch. Yeah, please take a torch. There we go. You know what? I'm going to grab a bag of meat, too. Grab one another. There we go. We're going to move this to the road. Drop these on the road. Come back for more. Sled would be so nice right now. This wind is going to create a problem for us any second now. But that bear actually died pretty close to the Quonset Garage. There's the burned out house on the hill right there. Quonset is straight ahead. Okay, I'm going to drop all the stuff right here, including the bear hide. Let's go back for more. There's our other fire right there. I think he wanted to die here by the deer. Okay, that's too heavy.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
So how are we going to pull this off? Getting all this meat back. It's a shame the weather changed. Man, wouldn't it be nice if we could go up into that burned out house? That would be really nice. If it weren't burned out, I mean. If it was like a proper house. You could go in there, harvest all the meat. It does get lighter when you harvest these bags. Makes it easier to carry. Okay, this was a very good opportunistic culling, harvesting, whatever you want to call it, right here by the Quonset. We can leave it curing while we go off adventuring. Ooh, that is a bit too heavy. So we'll take back what we can to the garage. We may have to come back for the rest in the morning or after the storm, whichever. But yeah, getting that meat. Man, if we could get the meat curing box full of salt, that would be really nice too.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
So that is one of the treasures we're after, guys. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to Ash Canyon to get the technical backpack. I forgot to mention, another thing we are after is the woodworking tools, which is going to allow us to make things like a meat curing box to cure some of this meat for safe travels without attracting wildlife.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Guess it's kind of like beef jerky or salted pork. I don't know. Salted meat. All right, so we're gonna take. Oh wait, did I get everything? Yeah, I think I got everything. So let's take a few of the guts, a little bit of the meat. We'll take 5 guts, the hide, 2 bags of meat. Just kind of spread out the loot. It actually reminds me, guys. I had a financial advisor that, well, is a relative. It's not like I have money, but since he's a relative, he was giving advice. And he was talking about the strategy of people with their wealth and how they protect their wealth and putting it in different categories in order, you know,
It's getting too heavy to carry.
You don't put all your wealth in one thing. You know, like if you're gambling on stocks, you don't put it all in one stock. You kind of spread out your investments, some high risk, some medium risk, some low risk, to try to make sure that if one thing sinks, another one floats. And he gave an analogy that always stuck with me. He talked about in World War II, you had the Allied forces, the Americans, sending equipment overseas on ships, you know. And they learned a hard lesson, I think, once, because the Germans came up with these submarines called U-boats. So the Americans would send a fleet of ships, and one ship would have food on it, and another ship would have guns, another ship would have ammunition, another ship would have uniforms, another ship would have Quonset garages, you know, which actually were from the war. Did you know that? These garages were a thing of the wartime effort. So what would actually happen is a U-boat German submarine would sink one of our vessels. Let's say, for example, food. And so all the other ships would make it, but maybe the food one sank. So what good is that? All the other ships arrive, but you're starving to death. You can't really use any of the other equipment. You can't go to war. You can't fire bullets. You can't set up tents. You can't set up the Quonset garage if you don't have food, right? So essentially, we put all of our investment in one basket.
With this much gear.
So what they learned from that is, by the way, did I drop everything? There we go. Okay, we got the pelt, got the gut. Okay, let's go back for more. Get a drink. So what we learned from that is, in the future, when we sent out a bunch of stuff, you know, to across the ocean, is that we learned to diversify. So when we would send out a fleet of ships, every ship would have a little bit of food, a little bit of bullets, a little bit of guns, a little bit of tents, our equipment. And that way, if the German U-boats sank 3 of our ships, 3 out of 10, let's say, then we would still have 70% of everything. We'd still have 70% bullets, 70% food. You could still get by. You could still fight a war, essentially. So kind of good advice if you're looking for financial advice, or just life advice, I guess. So we kind of diversified there. Took a little bit of guts, took the hide, took a little bit of meat. And now I'm not sure what to do. I think I'll be too heavy if I do that. Okay, let's drop one of those. They all the same size? Yeah, we'll drop that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
So instead of German U-boats, we're actually battling the wind here. If the wind blows out our torch, it's essentially going to make us dead in the water, so to speak. And we will at least have a little bit of meat, a little bit of guts. Got the hide. Most important thing from that whole hunt was that bear hide. Getting that curing. It's going to be so good. So anyway, yeah, this meat, unfortunately, it's not really going to be edible. It makes me kind of worried how we're going to get it all processed, because I can't really eat it. Oh no, here we go with the wind. Let's get a blue torch out. And the wind is right in my face. But that likely means if there are wolves, they're going to come from behind rather than ahead of us. Because the smell is blowing behind us, of course. Well, let's get to safety. We do have the meat around the backside. I think I just heard a deer as well.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I may have already shared that story. I don't know. I often forget what I talk about and what I don't, so hope you'll forgive me. I'm a chatterbox. I already talk about things. Okay, we've got the guts there. Let's put away our torch. Ooh, the sunlight is fading. I do want to get some meat. Let's go in the back, get a little bit of meat. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of meat here, guys. Just enough to survive maybe one more day. I'll most likely have to leave in the morning. Okay, now I did hear a deer. I will take a little look around. I'm not going to commit myself too much. But I thought I heard the deer. Like I said, the moose would be even better if we could get the moose. That would be something, wouldn't it? Have a bear and a moose curing at the same time. Okay, so where did that...
Jesus, this is cold.
Where did the buck go? The male deer that we chased earlier? You know what? Maybe I will grab the last 2 bags. We're practically there. And like I said, the smell's going to be behind us, right? I'll grab the last 2 bags. Last 3 bags. Ooh, that's going to be too much. Alright, we'll drop one. Wind is in our face. It's probably a good thing, actually, like I said.
Barely walk with this much gear.
I think I do see the deer up on the road. Actually, I'm going to drop these.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
Deer is right by the Quonset Garage, guys. He is right in front of the garage. And he's walking towards us. We can eat deer meat. I can't eat the bear meat. Come on, deer. I know you can't smell me. The wind is in our favor for once. I see you right by our home, right on our doorstep. Is this a gift? I can't get too close. Just close enough to get a shot. Oh, he's coming right at us. He's gonna die right on our front porch. Got a second shot in him. 2 shots. Come on, deer. I missed that one. I got 2 shots, guys. He's got to drop here really quick. Where are you going to go, deer? He's going up the hill. Now he's back down. Come on, drop. I at least need to know where he drops. Does he want to drop by his friends? Okay, he's heading out on the ice. Dang it. The wolf is going after him. Oh, that stinky, sneaky wolf. Dang it, that is a twist of fate, isn't it? Well, guys, that sucks. Okay, we're going to have to come back, because I am losing health. And we've got a blizzard blowing in. We'll have to come search for that deer later. If nothing else, I need to get my arrows back.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, isn't that karma? The wolf stole a kill from me for a change. Guess that's the way it goes. Guess I'm okay with that. Ooh, I'm not okay with this wind, though. Let's drop a bag. Get back to safety. Warm up a little bit. I'm starting to lose feeling in my toes and fingers. I can run. That's good. Got enough energy to run if we need to. Well, shoot. I was really hoping that deer would drop right in front of us. And even with the second shot, you know, he should have bled out much quicker. Well, what an adventure. What a crazy adventure. Let's get inside. Get a lantern out so we can see. You know, I thought when I set out,
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Pretty sure that we would have made it to the Thompson's Crossing. But then there was that bear. Anyway, guys, what an adventure. Thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a like. It really does help out the channel. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. If you're not, guys, go ahead and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.